Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you back to this wonderful tutorial. Presenting this lesson is the mentor Hampir Kliman. We shall be looking at this revision practice questions on dimensional analysis, where I'm going to explain to you simply how to prove by means of this analysis given formulas. And I'll be able to simplify things so that you are able to easily get the concept. And of course, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and don't forget to share to others. And of course, if you want to register for personal tuitions, the number projected on the screen is the right number to text on WhatsApp, and I'll be able to respond to you. The first question is actually saying, we prove using dimensional analysis the following the questions. The first formula given, the saying we have v power 2 is equal to v initial plus 2, the acceleration, and then h. Now, we want to prove what is on our right-hand side, and also prove what is on our left-hand side. We compare. We see if there's anything that common that we're going to get out from this particular formula. Well, we know that the dimensions of velocity is simply L over t. So if I replace my L over t to the power 2, then I'm simply going to get something which is going to look like L to the power 2 over, okay, let me just rub the brackets, over t to the power 2. And then we go to the other side. What are the dimensions of velocity initial? The dimensions of velocity initial is simply some L over some t. Then what are the dimensions of acceleration? The dimensions of acceleration is simply L over t power 2. Then the dimensions of height, which happens to be some displacement, is simply some L. So, where there is v initial, I can replace with L over t plus. Now, notice that 2 is a constant, so you can actually remove it. And then you're going to remain with some L over t power 2 multiplied by the L. Okay, then you're going to have L over t plus L to the power 2 over t to the power 2. Now, this is where a lot of people actually get confused. You can't add L over t with L to the power 2 over t to the power 2. The same way you can't add x plus x to the power 2. The two can't basically add. Okay? So, this formula is actually dimensionally inconsistent. Okay, so this is dimensionally incorrect or dimensionally inconsistent. Okay, so this formula is dimensionally inconsistent. Okay, dimensionally inconsistent. We go to the second one. The second one is actually B. We have our force is equal to the mass multiplied by the velocity over the radius. The dimensions of force is simply m, then L over t power 2. Then the dimensions of mass, so let me just be putting this. The dimensions of mass is simply capital letter M. The dimensions of velocity is something that we explained to be L over t. The dimensions of some radius, because radius is some distance, so it will still be L. Okay, so let's try to see what we have on our left-hand side. So force is replaced by M, L over T power 2. This is going to equal to, what is the mass? So we're going to push the mass, capital letter M. Then the velocity, of course, we are going to have, because velocity is velocity to the power 2, so it's going to be L power 2 over T power 2, like that, over. Then this is going to be some L. So this and that can cancel. Okay, so they can cancel. So when they cancel, you're going to remain with, it's going to be some M, then L over T power 2 to the power 2 is equal to, then this is going to be some M, open bracket, L over T to the power 2. Okay, basically this is just how you solve these particular questions. Let's now try out to see the second one. We have been asked to simply find the dimensions of the following surface tension. So surface tension is simply some force over some length. Of course, we know that in MLT concept, the force is simply M, L, T negative 2 over L. So this and that will cancel. So surface tension is going to have the dimensions of M, T negative 2. We go to the second one, volume. So volume is simply L times B times H. We know that L is simply capital letter L, base is still L, height is still L, and hence the volume is going to have L to the power 3. Now, there is no need of putting M to the power 0, L to the T to the power 0, because you know that any number raised to the power 0 is simply 1. 1 multiplied by L to the power 3, it is simply L to the power 3. So there's no need of simply bringing out the M to the power 0, the T to the power 0, okay? Now the velocity, we already know that velocity is simply the meters per second. I can actually start from there. The mass, the meter, represented by letter L, the second represented by the time or the period. And basically this is how you find your final answer. If you found this lesson interesting and helpful, don't forget to subscribe and also share to others. And also don't forget to register for personal tuitions at HC Learning Academy with the mentor Hampio Kleeman. Thank you so much.